excuse this mess. The camera, my phone did not want to stream in portrait. But there we go. Welcome! So, welcome. I don't have time to introduce myself. My name is Cindy. I'm an empath. And today is day 12 of my 21-day abundance challenge. My goodness, that was not the world's best start. If you're new here, I'm not normally this disorganized. Welcome, consider subscribing if you would like more organized videos on how to be an empowered empath, how to live an empowered empath life. And if you're part of my Insight Timer community, welcome. Namaste, my lovely friends, Praying to the comments, God, this morning. How are you all? I can see Stephen, I can see Richard. Welcome to you all. Leave me a comment. Please say hello. Let me see if you're here. Hey Jenny, welcome. Woo woo, Lily. Yay, they're back. How wonderful, how wonderful. Thank goodness. I would have had to send a sternly worded letter to Insight Timer. Yay, Laverne, welcome. Hi, Stephen. No sound, you can't see me. Okay. You can hear me, you can comment, but you can't see me. I love this app. So, Laverne, yay, Richard. For those of you who can't see me, hey Fabre, just log out and then log back into the app. For those of you on YouTube, we're just having a few struggles with getting everything to work on IT at the moment. Hey Fabre, welcome. It is so good to see you all here. Hello, Christina. Hello, hello, hello. So yesterday I forgot to pull a card for us in the midst of my panic. I wasn't panicked at all. In the midst of my disappointment at not being able to talk to you, I forgot all about picking a card. Hello, V. Oh, Katie. Katie can't see you or hear, but I see comments. Okay. Log out and then log back in if you can't see me. I'm about to pull a card. Some of you will see it, some of you won't. Beautiful. Okay, so we are up to day 12. Day 12. Can you believe it? When I started this, I thought, am I going to be able to get through 21 days? Oh wow. Okay, so yesterday we couldn't get comments. And today you can't see me. Epic. Well, still no sound, even though you've logged in and out? Oh, you can't hear me. Okay. Give me a little emoji if you can. Hi Lila. If you can see or hear me. Okay. A little emoji if you can see me. Or hear me. Because there's no point pulling a card for you if you can't actually see it. Am I right? Ah, Ruby. Hi, Ruby. You cannot see or hear me. That's fantastic. My screen is telling me... Wait. Can you see me now? Can you see me or hear me now? Yay! Yay! I don't know what that was. My goodness. Awesome, awesome, awesome. How strange. glitchy on my end, I think. Technology, we love it. We love it. But then it has its moments. Hooray, Ruby! Welcome, Ruby. All right. We are all systems go. Hooray! I missed you guys yesterday. Not being able to comment with you and chat. So, let's pull a card because that's what I forgot to do. Hi, Stephen. Yeah, let's start again. Welcome, everyone. Namaste. I hope you are all well. Yesterday, I forgot to pick a card. So today, I made sure they were in my hands when we started. So, hey Fabre, it's so lovely to see you. Tell me, what was the biggest thing that you got from yesterday's live session? Those of you that were here. What was the biggest thing that you got? The biggest aha moment. Lily, I wanted to thank you for your message yesterday. That really, it warmed my heart. I love it. I love it when you guys tell me moments that you've had, breakthroughs that you had. It makes it, it's like a little, can I use the word push to keep going? I mean, I'll show up here whether you do send me comments or not, but it just, it's feedback for my soul. It was huge. Aha, yes, Laverne, pour into it with your money. But be sensible about it, right? You've got to be sensible about it still. Hey, Luann, welcome. You were there yesterday, Luann. Just, I think you've changed your icon. Beautiful. All right, let's choose a card. This is today's card. Having enough versus not having enough, right? Don't refer to money as dirty. It's okay to be fragrantly rich. Yeah. Because it's not dirty. It's the actions, the energy that you put behind it that possibly makes it dirty. Right? What you do with your money. It's the energy. Everything is energy. And how you approach things will determine whether it's a fantastic, great thing or a not so great thing, right? Beautiful. Okay. Well, this card is very fitting for what I want to talk to you about today. When I live and act from a place of spiritual alignment, I can trust that everything is working out for me. To put your money in circulation, yes, Lucy. Even if I don't know when or how it will happen. There's today's card. Take a screenshot if you can. When I live and act from a place of spiritual alignment, I can trust that everything is working out for me, even if I don't know when or how it will happen. I'll pop that one aside. So today I want to talk to you about, it's something that I hadn't planned on. I was watching a YouTube video yesterday, an astrologer's YouTube video, and she said something really, it just stuck with me. She was talking about the turbulence of this year. We already know it's going to be an interesting year, but she said your frequency will cushion you through the turbulence. Your frequency will cushion you through the turbulence. And it really, it stuck with me because I was thinking about all of us showing up here day after day after day and setting our frequency, setting our energetic vibration to one of abundance. Even though what is going on out in the world is an abundance of ickiness, higher frequency, more cushioning. Boom, Luann, exactly. The higher you choose to vibrate, the safer, the more cushioned you will be through any turbulence in your life. And this is, look, when I was of a lower frequency, when I was forever scratching around for my pennies, when I felt like life was against me, my mindset was one of hardship, one of lack. Every little thing bothered me. I held on to every little negative happening. It was a small blip, and I would turn it into a massive thing because I was vibrating at such a low level. I wasn't in any sort of abundance mindset. To me, everything was difficult. And that meant that everything became even more difficult than it had to be. Now, working on that frequency, working on my vibration, being abundant, always looking for how I can make more, how I can be a co-creator with the universe, and actually working towards what I wanted, means that now, when things happen, when negative things happen, because come on, it's life. It's never, no matter how high your frequency, you are never going to live a life where everything is just amazing because stuff happens. When it happens, I process it, let it go, and my focus is still on the fact that I live an abundant life and that things will work out. This is just a blip. Oh, that's annoying. Moving on. So, I'm going to let you in on a few things. Okay. I decided to do this 21-day abundance challenge when I was in the bathroom. I told you I have all my best thoughts in the bathroom. It just popped into my head. You should do a 21-day abundance challenge so that you can help. Hey, Monica, welcome. So that you can help people through what is going to be a really bumpy start to the year. So that we all start on a high note as opposed to a low note. So I decided, yes, I'm going to do that, commit to it. And in committing to it, I have had to raise my frequency as well, because I can't teach you abundance if I'm not living in abundance, if I'm not working on that stuff myself. Everything that I teach you is something that comes from my heart. I am not reading books and then just coming here and blah, this is what regurgitating what I have just learned. I'll learn it, I'll put it to use in my life, I'll test it. Actually, that works. This really is kind of just free talk, and then I'll share it with you. So, I'm working on my frequency, and I'm feeling so much better. So much so that my husband got COVID beginning of the year, and then because my husband got COVID, I got COVID. So we have had COVID for pretty much this whole. Hey Sue, welcome. Thank you, Richard. Thank you for Bray. We have had this whole time I've been talking to you. I have been feeling the effects of COVID. Me too, Monica. But to us, it has very mild. Stephen, I would not even have noticed. I would have put it down to, oh, I've got hay fever because the wattle is out. But my husband has had a cold, a bad cold. So we put two and two together. Of course, in our country right now, it is impossible to get a test. A rapid antigen test or a proper test. Awesome, Star Seeker. So we've just gone, we've got all the symptoms, COVID. Yeah, so the vaccination means that you are not going to die of it, and that, like my husband and I, you're just going to have mild symptoms. That's it. It's I don't want to get into a debate about the vaccine. All I'm going to say is how miraculous that in 1 year they have come up with something that will stop us from dying. Right. So because of the vaccine, we had mild symptoms. But that's your first thing that happened, right? Then a few days later, our supposedly secure garage got broken into, and my husband's vintage camera lenses got stolen out of his car. So that happened. That put a little bump in our, for like a day, we were like, But guess what? We are still abundant people. That was something horrible that happened, and now he's got a few vintage lenses short. But we are still abundant people. We can still continue on. Hey, Stacey. We can still continue on with life without those vintage lenses. It was just something that happened. Right? So, and there was something else. And now I can't remember. See, there was something else that happened that was, my husband went out driving. He got caught behind a truck, and a stone came and put a hole in the windscreen. So now we need to replace the windscreen of the car. So all of these things, boom, 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 boom. And I was telling my dad about it, and Dad was like, gosh, you've had a really terrible start to the year. And to me, it was like, haven't I've had an amazing start to the year. Every day I've got to hang out with friends from all over the world and share what I have learned in my life about having an abundant life, about being abundant, about creating what you want. I have signed up 2 amazing empaths to my Reiki 1 and 2 training. That is absolutely amazing. I have a Patreon that already has somebody in it. Richard is already there. Thank you, Stephen. That's what I'm focusing on, all of the amazing things. For every icky thing, something amazing has happened that is opening me up to more abundance, giving me an opportunity to do more of what I love to do. My husband has had a whole bunch of good things happen that he is sticking with as well. He is creating his own investment firm so that he can invest in ethical businesses and help ethical, sustainable businesses to be funded so that they can make an impact in our world, right? There is so much good stuff going on in our life that those bad things were like, oh. Well, that's annoying. It's totally amazing, Lily. I am married to the most amazing man, I tell you. So, I did well. So, those things, while frustrating, while annoying, while tedious, are blips. We dealt with them. We were sad about those lenses. I was sad for my husband because he loves those lenses. Loves them. But hey, he can get some more lenses. And we're also so thankful that we are not in a situation in life where going to all the hassle of breaking into a secure car park to steal things from people is our reality. Right? Yes, shut off the TV, absolutely, Diana. So, my frequency, working on my frequency, means that when those things happen, I'm cushioned by it. It's like water off a duck's back. Yuck, that's a horrible thing. Feel it for a minute, deal with it, process it, go and look at the good stuff that I'm creating in my life. Go and look at my goals, my dreams, my hopes. So your frequency will cushion you against the turbulence. And we all know there's so much more turbulence yet to come. You know, I watched the news a few days ago and it was, I walked away like, ugh. I had to go and process it. I had to really go and process it because there's a lot of stuff going on. But in the processing, I brought myself back to an abundance mindset. I realized, yes, all of that stuff is real, but what I'm doing here is also real. This too shall pass. Exactly. Avoid the news. Avoid it altogether. It's actually really low frequency, isn't it? The news is actually something low frequency. Why would you put yourself through that low frequency vibration every single day. I watch it once in a while because I still want to know what is going on in the world. I still want to know the atmosphere in the world, so that I'm not completely, what's the word when you're out of touch? Completely out of touch with it. But then I process, I don't take it on board. Process it, move through it. Yes, the power the machinery of power and ego is working overtime. I don't need to step into that. In fact, the more that machinery of ego grows, the higher I need to lift. The more people I need to speak to snap them out of that, to lift them out of that. That's why I'm here, right? Jessica, welcome. It's okay, you can catch the replay. It's all good. So, that was what I wanted to talk to you about. How important it is to keep this frequency, keep this higher frequency, because it will cushion you from the icky things, the yuck things that are going on. Beautiful, Chelsea. Oh, yay. See, that is I can't afford it to, well, what can I give? That is abundance. Absolutely abundant. Beautiful, Chelsea. I'm so glad. Monica, her younger sister got COVID. Oh, Monica, yeah, that's amazing. That is also so abundant, right? I'm going to get over my anger towards you and help you. And from that, a beautiful relationship has been restored. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yay. I feel like I'm done. I feel like that is what I wanted to tell you. It is so important that we continue raising our frequency, doing the work on ourselves. It's not easy work. It is so much easier to plonk yourself down with a bag of crisps or whatever in front of it, maybe dinner. The news is on at dinner time, with your dinner, and watch all of that mayhem and then buy into it and become that frequency. It is harder to spend the time working on yourself. Look, I'll be honest, when I watched the news the other day, I did an energy cleanse meditation before bed, and I still had really bad dreams that night, and I woke up the next day and I had to work all day to process and to keep my vibe high. But I chose to do it. Remember that card about choosing? We can choose to step into abundance whenever we choose. Worthy end result. Yes, Laura. Of course you feel more sensitive. We all feel more sensitive when we're sick, but we still have that choice. We just have to work harder. We just have to work harder at it. But it is worth it. You know yourself in your life, when you have a goal and you work towards it and you put in the time and the effort, the more effort you put in to get to the end there, the sweeter it is when you reach that goal. That is exactly the same when you are working towards an abundant mindset. It's dark out there and you are working against that. You are working on keeping your light bright. And it can be super hard work. But how sweet is it when you get to that moment where you're like, hey, all this stuff has happened. I can tell you, when my husband and I went, oh, apparently we've had a really bad start to the year. Not really. And then we realized, wow, this is so cool that we feel that we are still abundant even though this stuff has happened. And that we can take care of that stuff anyway. They were financial things. And we are in this cycle of abundance, so we can take care of that stuff. It's a full-time job. It really is, Diana. It really is. We all have things that can set us off track. We all have things the bumps in the road. But if we continue to choose to work on a higher frequency, that doesn't mean ignore that stuff. How did you know I was sick, Stephen, and I had every single symptom? Well, my husband had every single symptom of COVID. And we have over 1 million people in our nation reported with COVID. So it's the middle of summer, and we don't generally get sick. We're healthy people, and we generally don't get a cold in the middle of summer. And so we're just going, oh, I think we've got COVID. I've already explained that, Stephen. So, and you yourself know that it's impossible to get a test in this nation. You're an Australian. Come on now. So, what was I saying? Choose. Make the choice to stay in your high frequency. Do the work. The work is worth it. And it means once you get to that point where you can quickly process the icky stuff, more abundance is coming. More abundance, more abundance. Hey Flo! Hey Jenny! Thank you, Jenny. Welcome, Flo. So, that's it. That's what I wanted to tell you about. Your frequency, your high frequency, will cushion you against the turbulence. The higher your frequency, the more cushioning, as Luann has stated. Keep doing the work to stay in your abundance flow, to stay in your abundance mindset. Remove those things which drag you down. And I know sometimes for those of you who are going to work every day, you may be surrounded by people that make it really difficult to avoid low frequency things. My pleasure, Laura. So when you're away from work, you're working on your abundance mindset. You're working on your abundance mindset. When those people are being low frequency, you can say, yeah. And at the end of this week, when I get paid, I'm going to do blah, 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 blah. Stay in that abundance mindset. Beautiful. Absolutely. Keeping each other in the light. I love it. I love it. So for the empaths in the room, clear your energy every single night before bed. Sometimes it works really effectively. Sometimes, like I found the other day, I needed like 6 energy clearing meditations. Salt showers, scrubbing yourself with Epsom salts every day. Yes, Lily, that's it, in denial. In denial means you're one of those people that I've seen out there saying that COVID is a conspiracy theory and that it doesn't really exist. That's denial. You know that there's COVID. I'm assuming you're vaccinated against COVID if you can be, and I'm assuming that you're going outside and you're doing all the right things and protecting yourself. That's not being in denial. That's just not entering into that bad news cycle. Exactly. I do a meditation, Laura, on my profile. You'll find a playlist for energy cleanse meditations that you can find here on Insight Timer. I do one of those every single night. In the shower, when things are a little bit icky, I've got Epsom salts in a jar. I take a handful of Epsom salts, I scrub it on my skin, and I say I release any energy that doesn't belong to me. And I restore my energy to myself. It's a moment of mindfulness. I come into my body because I am focusing on myself as I cleanse my energy with the Epsom salts. Epsom salts is also full of magnesium, which is really good for relaxing your muscles. I don't know about you. Well, I do know about you. Every single one of us, we store trauma and tension in our body when we cannot deal with it in the moment. So being extra sensitive, being a HSP or being an empath means that we store more and more of it because we can't process it there and then, and we need to process it, so our body gets tight. And magnesium helps soothe that tightness. Yeah, it's amazing, Jenny, right? Yes, Diana, take a bath in it. If you don't have time for a bath, shower. If you can, do it. Take a bath. It's amazing. Hey, Joanna. Welcome. What else do I do to cleanse my energy? I play with my music bowls. I listen to uplifting music. I go for a walk in nature. I dance. I shake my body. There are shaking meditations here on Insight Timer. You can always go to YouTube and watch people do really strange things and join them. And it really, really works. It looks weird, it feels weird, but it works. It's amazing. I do yin yoga. Yin yoga is my go-to. Ooh, that sounds beautiful, Katie. Stephen is on YouTube, indeed. Ancient Minerals Magnesium Lotion. Beautiful. I journal. It is, isn't it, Stephen? I journal. I get into the shower when it's really intense and I just allow myself to cry. Big snotty crying. Crying is such a release. I go swimming in the ocean whenever I can. So many things that we can do to cleanse our energy. I burn resins, I burn incense, I burn Palo Santo. I'm doing it so much lately that my husband is complaining about the smell in the house. It just smells. I'm pretty sure the neighbours are going to start knocking on my door soon, like, when are you going to stop burning this stuff? Which means I'm going to have to, how's this for you? I'm going to have to go get one of those big witchy cast iron cauldrons and go out by the river. We have a big park by the river. I'm picturing this in my mind. And build a big bonfire, burn stuff in the bonfire, and see who comes out of the woodwork when I start doing it. All the other people who are quietly sitting at home burning stuff to cleanse their energy. I might start a movement. Jenny will join me there. I'll do a live stream on YouTube. Oh dear. Anyway, that would be funny. It would. Hey, Joanna, maybe that's something we can do together when you come to Australia. Build a big bonfire up by the river. Absolutely, I love it. My husband would be like, no. But good fun. It's all good fun. The other really good way to release energy is to laugh and be silly. Beautiful. My friends, that is the 30 minutes. Richard, exercise, painting, reading poetry. Absolutely, all beautiful ways. Writing poetry. Beautiful ways to release energy. Does anyone else have something that they do? Something different to the things that we have mentioned that they do to clear and release energy. Go to the gym. Yes, Stephen. Absolutely. Be careful with COVID. The place is a hotbed. You watch wrestling. Yeah, I can see how that would be an energy release. Gardening, I do that. Take care of my plants. Jenny jumps up and down. Yeah, walk out in nature. Yeah, Lily, colouring like a child outside of the lines. Sing really loud. Yes, it's amazing. Dancing. Oh, Lucy, floral compositions. Working with nature. Yeah, that's beautiful. Train outdoors. Awesome, Stephen. Nice and safe. Going to the plant nursery. Yes, Monica. Jessie. Visual. I can see how that would work. Lilies, flowers, Jenny, I am affirmations. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Katie, prayer, dancing, exercise, learning something new. Beautiful. You love to go planting. Absolutely. These are all amazing, amazing things to do. Joanna, look back at your previous text. Yes. Absolutely, Joanna, absolutely. I love it. It's happening, we're doing it. It's on our list. Love it. Lila, anything with or in water. Beautiful. There you go. All amazing things that we can do to cleanse our energy so that we can begin to vibrate higher. Look, going for a drive in your car and yelling. How's that? Nice, loud yell. I actually was driving the other day and I looked at somebody in their car and they were doing that. They were quite clearly screaming at the top of their lungs as they were driving. I couldn't hear them, but I could see their facial expression. And I thought to myself, good on you. Get it out where it's safe so that when you turn up to wherever it is you have to be, you are on, your energy is high, and you are feeling good. Release. Anything that releases your emotions. So my apologies for whatever it was that I did or did not do at the beginning so that you were all left hanging. My apologies for that. I'm so glad that we are all back together here, chatting again. I appreciate you all so much. So, I will have, I'll be back here again at 9 a.m. my time. Same time tomorrow for another half an hour chatting about abundance. But I hope that this has helped you today. That that quote was just so, just really stuck with me. So needed to hear this today. Awesome, Katie. Yay, beautiful. Good, 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 Katie. Good, 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 good. Beautiful. So that quote, your frequency will cushion you through the turbulence. The higher your frequency, the more cushioning. Beautiful. Bad stuff is going to happen. It's easier to deal with it and to move past it if your frequency is high. Alrighty. Let's finish up there. Namaste to you all. Thank you, Max Q. Thank you so much. Namaste. We used to have a band in Australia on a totally random thing. We used to have a band in Australia called Max Q. Do you remember Michael Hutchins from In Excess? Do you remember him? What a rock god. So he started a band called Max Q. And your beautiful name and your beautiful face has inspired me to go and find that album that he made and have a listen today. And that is definitely going to raise my frequency. My pleasure, Monica. Michael Hutchins. What a rocker. My pleasure. Thank you for being here. He was hot. All right. So, take care of yourselves. Stay in your abundance. Stay there. Keep working on it. Do the work that you need to do so that you stay in that high frequency. And we need that counterpart. As things get darker, we need people to be staying in their light. We can't all go with the rest of the world. Oh, namaste, Max Q. Thank you so much for your donation. I really appreciate it. My pleasure, Lily. Remember that every time you do something to raise your frequency, you are actually in service to the entire world. You are actually in service. Taking care of yourself is a service to your community. It is a service to the entire world. Ah, beautiful, Joanna. We're in sync. We're in total sync. Beautiful. Actually, you left a beautiful comment in the Namaste Collective about that. Finding your sunshine. So, remember that too. That by Monica, that you are doing a service to the world by staying in a high frequency. Because as things get worse and worse, people are going to need your light more and more. So you stay up there, high frequency. All right, now I'm going. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. Take care. Thank you, YouTube.